Hey, this is Grant Cardone, New York Times bestselling author and your friend in business and in sales. You know, being an entrepreneur is one of the most exciting things that you can do with your life, and the possibilities are endless. One aspect of running a business that I get asked a lot, okay, over and over, almost every seminar I go to, somebody will walk up to me and say, dude, how do you handle burnout? And my reply is fast and simple. I don't believe in burnout. That's right, I don't believe in burnout. Now, I know if you're experiencing the exhaustion that is associated with this idea of burnout, that nobody can prove, by the way, that this seems impossible to you, that burnout doesn't exist. But I'm telling you, listen to me, burnout is not real. It's made up. Take a step back for just a second while I try to sell you on this idea. And try to remember a time when you were on fire, lit up, excited about being an entrepreneur. See, that's gone, right? Yeah, Grant, I'm burnt out. That's what I'm telling you. No. Go back to the time when you were lit up on fire. You couldn't sleep at night. You didn't need to eat, okay? All you needed was the idea of a future you had for this dream, this idea, this business, whatever. See, at that time, you were goal-driven. The possibilities were enormous. They fed you. You were mission-driven. See, it's when the mission's missing, it's when the mission goes away that a person starts to experience being tapped out or burned out or exhausted. At least this is my experience. Look, when I'm not tapped fully into my future, my goals, the potential, the possibilities, I don't care what the job is. Whether it was me when I was working at McDonald's, the country club, I was working on a rig down in the Gulf of Mexico, or whether I was writing my first book. Look, when your goals aren't big enough, when you're no longer sold on your vision, your purpose, your mission, the symptoms of losing interest, what many call burnout, are experienced. Anytime you stop reaching for massive success, the next thing, you start settling in, getting comfortable. Listen, settle? Oh, I just want to settle down. Dude, why don't you just decide to hate your life every day? See, that's when you start having problems, when you start settling. That's why comfort and complacency are the entrepreneur's worst enemy. In fact, I would tell you this, the comfort and complacency are everybody's worst enemy. The only time I've ever gotten in trouble in my life was when I was bored, complacent, when I was settling. Who wants average? Who wants average? Nobody wants it, okay? Nobody, no matter where you're at in life, you don't want average. But we're surrounded by average people every day, average ideas, average products, average advertising. Only those that have given up on greatness would settle for average. In the United States today, we often hear people say, I just want to be comfortable. Look, folks, that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous to consider the idea of comfort. Such comfort mentality is what sets entrepreneurs and businesses apart. It's what makes people great, is saying, I don't want to be average. Consider business. Consider the number of businesses, or maybe even people you know that were once great. They were on fire. They were doing great things, and they settled down into complacency. They started resting on their laurels. I recently was written by a woman. This was maybe 10 days ago. She told me, thank you, Grant. Today I was fired. I said, what? I read your book, The 10X Rule, and the same week, I was fired for being super competitive. This woman was fired for being too competitive, too on fire. And by the way, Grant, thank you, because I had 6 job offers by the end of the week. See, folks, that's where you want to be. Even if you're at risk, entrepreneurs are often criticized for working too hard. Have you been criticized lately? Be criticized. Be obsessed over your future. Be consumed by the possibilities, and people will criticize you. The ambitious should never apologize, for the only people that criticize them are the people that have given up. The ambitious should never, ever apologize, because the only people that criticize them are those people that have given up. Get excited, be excited, stay excited, and never settle. And you can check out the rest of this article by clicking the link below.